MaJaMa Jams is brought to you by Existence.
Spider-Man. At 7 I wear my costume, 2 steps and cast my web, becoming Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Welcome back, everyone, to MaJaMa Jams, a show where we discuss Enzo Sorrentino's work to make us feel better about ourselves. Now, we are back in our favorite segment. We are back in our favorite segment here. It's MaJaMa Scraps, the table scraps that fell off. The things are too small, too berserk, too obscure, too fucking weird to do a full-on jam on, even though these episodes oftentimes end up being just as long, but that's okay, because you're here either way with us today, and my God, we are getting into it. You guys might remember all the way back in episode 23, if memory doth serve.
How the fuck do you remember the episode?
Because I only remember things that don't pertain to life at all.
The Rain Man.
Go to Kmart, buy some underwear. Go to Kmart, buy some underwear.
I get my boxer shorts at Kmart in Cincinnati.
We're not going back to Cincinnati, Ray, so don't even start with that.
400 Oak Street.
We're not going back to Cincinnati. You don't have to go to Cincinnati to pick up boxer shorts.
That's Oak and Burnett in Cincinnati.
What did I say, Ray?
It's Kmart.
You hear me. I know you hear me.
My boxer shorts.
You don't fool me with this shit for a second.
I go to fucking Kmart and I buy some underwear. Okay, so you might remember.
Oh my God, it's stained already.
You might remember back all the way in episode 23, we covered a little movie called La Polizia Indaga il Crimine.
Tutto in questa testa piccola, cosiddetta cassaforte cerebrale. Io, il ragioniere. Ho tutto il patrimonio di Don Tommaso, da qua non scappa niente. Nemmeno la polizia non me lo può aprire. Anche se mi arrestano non mi pento. Mai, mai e poi mai. Sono il ragioniere di Don Tommaso.
Loosely translated as The Police Investigate the Crime, written and directed by none other than Italian Tommy Wiseau, Enzo Sorrentino, who we are legitimately trying to make cult famous through this channel. Well, we are back today with another installment, and holy f***ing shit. Holy f***ing shit. For you Marvel fans out there, we are getting into thwippity thwip. It is his take on Spider-Man. It is about 2 minutes and 30
seconds.
2 minutes, 30 seconds. Matteo,
Pure gold.
because I assume some of the 5 of you who watch don't remember, Matteo, why don't you give us a little prepper course on this dude? And he was announcing that this is going to be a new big budget special effects.
Yeah, what's his fucking problem?
He presented it as a movie with special effects of the cinema.
Did he call it a movie? What is it? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
it's like a
what
music
it is.
video, even more than a
Yes,
short.
not even that. It's not. Yeah.
It's Spider-Man, yes, it's Spider-Man who protects the city.
It's but when he announced it, it was, I'm making this movie about Spider-Man. I say, all right.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-man.
I doubted that Marvel sent him a cease and desist.
Well, apparently they signed off on it eventually
Yes.
because it's
Yeah,
presented
it's
by
a-
both
It's a
him.
co-production.
With Marvel.
Kevin Feige got the fingers up in the pie.
And yeah, this guy is.
I'm sorry, is he known a bit in Italy?
Is he?
Does he have at least like a cult following?
He is internet known, not as much as a Tommy Wiseau here or
Right.
somebody like that.
Why are
but
your knees so banged up? And your arms scratched? Were you fighting someone off or?
Oh, sucking dick on tile.
So he's
Please, can I get a couch cushion? My knees are being ripped apart.
If you expect me to go 10 more minutes until you bust in my mouth, I'm gonna need a
everything will
cushion.
be clearer later. Because so he is.
So he's a smidge internet
Yes,
famous.
and locally.
Alberto told you about him originally?
Yes, and locally in Italy, he is in the very, very, very small television, local television. He is a host of events. I've seen him
Like
here.
public access?
Yeah, something like that.
Is he good?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Is he good?
Is he
as a
good at
host?
that?
No.
E poi praticamente poi vedremo un pochettino com'è la situazione. Un bacione a Carlo e a te famiglia Carlo, con tanti auguri di buon feste. Un amore un amore?
Per sempre.
Un amore per sempre, cosa più che is. E noi ci sentiamo alla prossima.
Ci vediamo.
Ciao a tutti.
Buona serata.
And then he was, he appeared, I think it was a show called Tu si que vales, which is a Spanish format. It's kind of like America's Got Talent. So
What's he doing hosting?
no, he wasn't hosting it. He was a contestant, and he was.
That's even worse.
But wait to see the performance, because he is Magnetic Man.
Occhio, che qui è bello.
Se cascano. Se cascano fai una figura terrificante.
Ma stai storto!
È un ignorante Tarzan, sa solo urlare Tarzan.
Scusa,
attaccano col sudore.
Questo è piaciuto tantissimo.
Perché sta tutto storto però? Sta così?
Non sa contare Tarzan.
Wait, does he have a shirt off?
Yes.
My God!
Are you serious?
Why have you not? Wait. Is he doing it as an intentional joke? Like, oh, look, they stick to me, but I gotta go so far back that they're not actually. He's not doing it intentionally.
Nope.
I don't It's.
What don't you f***ing understand?
Now you get it. Now you get it's not
It's
even being
just-
a fanboy. It's just that if they're not f***ing with us, what are they doing?
It's just so.
I should say before we get into this dog pile, what Matteo just said. Like,
So far, we're kind.
I love the dude's spirit. He seems like
Shut the f up, man.
He seems like an overgrown child that loves doing this. I mean, he seems happy.
Yeah.
He's Spider-Man who protects the city.
But okay, so continue. So
And
now.
I have to say one thing before anything else. One thing that I salute him for is that he is genuinely involved into protecting stray cats and stray
Right,
dogs.
yes, we
He's
did say
trying to feed them, bring food to
I like that.
shelters and stuff like that.
I like that.
I admire him immensely for that. Now, having said that, he makes movies that he.
But this is weird because this one is not even 3 minutes.
No.
The other one, what Polizia in Daga was
Yes.
what, 70 minutes?
No. It's
50?
45.
Okay, and the
You
vampires.
put a gun in your mouth at 15 minutes.
Point being is that you could call even something a half hour like a movie. This is under 3 minutes. So
Yes.
what is?
I guess that one day he had this vague half-assed
What
of an
is?
idea of saying, "Ooh, let's Spider-Man. He has to help somebody, and he's so inept that this guy has to take the bus." I guess that
There's
that's
so much to get into here. There's so much in under 3 minutes. There's so many bullet points we have to make sure we tell everyone about.
This morning I wore my glasses and write all the word. I am a hero without sword. I'm Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
There's so many. The
So let's
first
get into the plot.
I just said it. Spider-Man is contacted somehow, I guess.
Okay, so Matthew watches The Boys. He puts up a stamp, a GIF of
No, it's like a keyed out
cut-in?
picture of
Yes.
Homelander from The Boys. So
Somewhere-
Homelander is stuck in
somewhere in Salerno, which
Salerno.
is his town,
and he asks Spider-Man for help
to go back to the 7.
to go back to the 7.
which is The Boys' group.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
And Spider-Man, at first he has this colossal impediment because he just washed his uniform, and yes.
Spider-Man.
And so he's waiting for it to dry. Then finally is he puts it on.
He shows it to us in
He
great
shows it to
detail
us,
first.
and then loses interest
Yes.
halfway through it.
Spider-Man.
And then he goes to fly over New Jersey, which would be New York, and then he finds himself in Ohio for
Fly.
POV, you're in Ohio.
POV, you're in Ohio.
Stamattina mi son messo gli occhiali.
Assuming that POV he meant point of view, maybe it's a completely other.
What was it in Italian?
Listen.
No, it would be PD.
POV.
If it's no, maybe it's a pow. But he doesn't know how to write.
There is so much talent here. In under 3 minutes, he's given douches like us so much to make content of. Like, think of how many things we have to go over. Think of the friggin' song. Think of the cutout Homelander. Think of the fucking half costume. Think of the sitting while he's flying. Think of the complete dropout of both sound and audio. Think of the fucking.
Come back to the question of, is he doing it intentionally to make a? Oh, look how. I mean, yes, of course. I think he's going for the. Hey, look how cheesy these special effects are, and that's a pretty easy go-to funny joke.
He does call it a mid. He says a mid PS4 game.
Con gli occhi neri, neri neri. Alle 7 mi metto il vestito, con 2 passe e una ragnatela.
But what does mid mean?
MaJaMa. E divento l'uomo ragno, ragno.
But what does mid mean?
Really? You're old. Oh, mid means like, oh, that movie was mid. Like, here's good.
That's a thing now?
Here's bad.
No, I mean, I get the, yeah.
You don't know that?
Of course I know that.
I'm cool.
I don't know if in Italy they
He's
know
hip.
it.
He's cool. So, to be fair, first piece of the puzzle, the thing pops up and says, imagine when he's flying through the city.
Spider-Man, you can fly. I'm off the buildings of New York.
He says,
why is he flying?
Imagine you're in a mid PS4 game,
yes,
which would seem to me to be like, almost like a bad CGI Sharks joke. Like, oh, I'm flying, just like it's a crappy, again, PS4 is kind of high up there. I would have maybe like a PS1 at this point, but
there are two things that...
Two?
No, but on this specific point. The first one, I'm not sure that mid in Italian means this.
You don't know if a 60-year-old Italian man is using the slang that gets used here in f***ing America? But it makes so much sense is the thing. I agree with that point, but it makes sense that he's saying basically...
I mean, I understand... okay, whatever.
And the second...
I'm just trying to piece this together.
Yeah.
The second part is that if you do...
And if you do...
And if you do... And if you do...
If you do a bad idea, I mean a bad special effect, you say, ooh, look how crappy the special effect is, then you should nudge it a little more and just, I don't know, the backdrop falls down or the images change or something like that. Like this, it looks exactly that, like he is stuck in the TVs from the 70s, the local television, the small television.
Did that happen?
How old is he?
I don't know. It's anything between 50 and 102.
Real life example, like I said. We were just shooting something of which we needed. It's over there. You guys can't see it. We needed a green screen. And I was going to watch back the takes to see which one I wanted to use. I thought Matteo was simply just downloading the takes. He says, come over here. And he's already slapped the filter on and put something behind the green screen background. It took you, what, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
And granted, you've been working with these programs for a while, but it's not the trickiest thing in the world. And Enzo is obviously regularly doing
Not
films.
only that, it's claimed the special effects are from a company. Now, I don't know if it's his company or something. In the closing credits, it says that it's not him doing the effects. There is somebody else which supposedly does that for a living. I hope, because really otherwise it's a even more mysterious thing.
Why is he sitting in a chair?
In the
And
city?
the chair moves.
In the city, you mean?
Yeah.
No, my favorite is this. But he
Like
doesn't take off.
Superman.
No, my favorite is when there is total silence and he is standing and he's pointing.
The music and audio. We go from the hold on. Because we start off with it, there is a song throughout.
Yes.
Beginning English and in
And then
Italian, and it is catchy as fuck. But the lyrics are
catchy and
More than-
non-catchy.
catchy like COVID.
Yeah.
well, catchy.
It's
It's
contagious.
catchy in the way that an
yes.
ad man wants to make an earworm to get stuck in there.
Especially because it's not.
No, it's catchy as fuck, dude.
It's not.
But it's not catchy.
No, it's
Catchy.
It's catchy because you realize that instead of writing a song, they had this music and they just like wrote lines that they don't fit. And in fact, at a certain point,
You're
say
flying over
Yes.
New York with Spider.
And at a certain point, they say, "Yes, Spider-Man."
Oh yes, they have the auto-tune warble, and they do
Yes.
kind of like "You're Spider-Man."
I don't think he used auto-tune. I think that he was just like
It's-
falling down the stairs while he was singing.
This morning I wore my glasses and write all a word. I'm a hero without sword. I'm Spider-Man, Spider-Man. At 7 I wear my costume, 2 steps and cast my web. Becoming Spider-Man, 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 you can fly. I'm off the buildings of New York, wearing your black eye costume, black and red, red and black. Ooh, look at the Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man, yes, he's Spider-Man, who protects the city, fighting by the side of justice. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
So after that, it suddenly drops out,
Yes.
both audio and music, and goes deathly fucking silent for what, 20 seconds
about
or
20
something?
seconds.
And you
Before this-
realize you're in Ohio.
No, first there is Gut.
Oh yeah, okay, so Guts I'm pretty sure is an anime.
the monster's name is
No, I'm pretty sure the guy with the sword on top of the monster is Guts.
what?
There's a guy on top of the dragon thing that's, I'm pretty sure his name is Guts.
From anime.
From anime.
From anime.
I just, it's one of those things you just, I don't hear about through.
All right, so we got to
culture.
a kaiju that a guy, but it's not animated. It's like a CGI.
Maybe that's how they animate. Maybe
I
it was a,
don't know. It's
maybe it was
whatever
a
he
comic
can-
or something
could grab
first.
off of line. Just like
So it drops out around it drops out complete silence on the New York scene. We go into the Guts green screen. We get to
You're about to
POV.
choke on your own tongue. Be careful.
POV, you're in Ohio,
Yes.
and then it drops back in, but with the lyrics in Italian.
yes.
Stamattina mi sono messo gli occhiali, scrivo una frase d'amore.
Which is the exact. They're even.
What do you think
didn't-
he's trying to say though by that? There's got to be, a
Why,
reason.
why did you drop it out?
It was just a joke, but yes. What the is he thinking?
The fact that is the song is then you can morph it into anything is that they had this terrible lyrics, which are not even remotely in
Words.
rhyme or or work. So you
Wait,
can,
does anyone remember an actual lyric?
yes, the first lyric is, "This morning I put my glasses on."
This morning I wore my glasses.
Yes.
And then it says that
Monster.
he has this red costume with the eyes black.
Preparo il mio vestito rosso con gli occhi neri. Neri neri.
And he's red and black and red, or
Right,
whatever.
red and black, comma, black and red.
Wearing your black eye costume, black and red and black.
These are colors. You can see them. They're on screen.
And then you have to reject Patrick.
What the
Oh,
is
thank
the
you.
Patrick
Thank you.
Bateman mindset?
You
It
have
sounds like
to-
a self-help tape or some shit.
You have to reject the Patrick Bateman mindset.
Spider-Man, you can fly. I'm off the buildings of New York.
Actual quote. Now, we all know Patrick Bateman is America's Psycho.
What don't you f***ing understand?
Unless
But-
he's comparing the Patrick Bateman mindset to how
Homelander
is.
Is he like that?
Yeah.
Everyone just relax. Calm
You don't
down.
speak for us. You don't 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 speak for us.
He's like a good-looking psychopath.
No, it's like the idea of a Superman, but who pretends to be. I mean, yes, I guess they're very much as
Sure.
Easily compared to Patrick Bateman of being nice smiles on the outside.
Okay,
but
so
being,
look, trying to give the benefit of the doubt, that could mean, hey, Homelander, I referenced as the video kicked off, stop having that mindset and come help save the day. Reject the Patrick Bateman mindset. Reject the Patrick Bateman mindset.
And by the way, there are no lines of dialogue. Everything is written on the screen.
On top of there being dialogue in the song. At the
On
same
top
time.
of being the songs, yes, there is a song. But so there are.
I mean, the Patrick Bateman is a good comparison to Homelander.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Let's be fair where fair is fair.
But I don't understand
You say fair all the time.
who is rejecting.
I don't know.
Well, he's saying, come help me. Because, okay,
No,
we should
he's
know
helping
that Homelander's
Homelander
a
needs to
through
get
land.
home.
It's
Yes.
a through land because...
But he says, reject the Patrick Bateman mindset, become Spider-Enzo.
Become me.
No, maybe he's talking to himself.
Or is he a Homelander who's telling him that?
Is that him saying the line?
I don't know. It appears when he's there's the Spider-Man costume hanging in.
Also, half a costume.
MaJaMa. Spider-Man, you can fly. I'm off the buildings of New York. Wearing your black eye costume, black and red and black.
And that lyric is in English. Patrick Bateman mindset.
It
No.
is written on the screen. It's
You're
not
confusing.
sound.
Your brain is confusing
Yes.
Matteo's
It's not
subtitle.
sound.
No.
It's not-
But he has lyrics written in Italian, as well as your translation.
No, and that's the thing. What appears on the screen is the dialogue between Enzo and Homelander.
Yeah, yes, but that's his dialogue he wrote on top of with your dialogue as well, or everything is your dialogue. I mean, everything is. So if it's Italian, it's him.
It's
Okay,
yes.
so he does have Italian lyrics on the screen, and the Patrick Bateman mindset is written in English. Mindset is written in English.
Yes. He writes in his version, in original version, mindset and mid are in English. Yes. If mid is
what is there a word for mindset in Italian?
yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Mid is mid in Italian?
No.
No, I'm sorry. What is the when you put mid
What
on
are we
the
speaking right now?
when you put mid on the screen, what
Yes.
is he saying in Italian that you translate to
Mid.
that?
No. It says mid. That's the
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. Mindset. Enzo writes it in English,
Yes.
as well as
In the Italian text that Enzo put in his final version, both mindset and
mid
mid
are as they are.
as they are, and also no Miyuki or whatever.
That's
it
got to
is,
be a Guts character.
probably.
E divento l'uomo ragno, ragno.
But I'm pretty sure that where he writes l'anima, he meant l'anime.
Yes.
So instead of the soul, because anima in Italian is soul, he meant to write the anime, but he didn't know exactly how to spell it, or there was an unfortunate autocorrect.
All right.
Probably.
So then, just to finish up, so that they've got the whole picture, we get to the bus, and he says, "Oh, basically."
Yes.
Che difendi la città.
Oh, basically, Homelander took the bus home. All's well that ends well.
Yes. Yes.
And that's the whole plot.
Plot, 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 plot.
What was the description he used when he said this was coming? Did he say video, movie, short?
Oh, he never say anything. I say we're shooting this. I'm shooting Spider-Man.
With Polizia
My
in
camera's
Daga,
filming through the night. I guess I'm gonna upload it now.
with Polizia and Daga Il Crimine. No matter how much shit you want to talk, I understand him saying that's a movie.
Yes.
And if you drop a music video, no matter how much shit you want to talk, I understand that. The thing I'm most curious about is
he's just like when he sent the tweet to somewhere, I'm shooting a new adventure of Spider-Man, something like that. So that was it was.
All right.
And I was hoping for a more juicier thing, but juicier.
Don't you think that suit?
Isn't this immoral?
Isn't that immoral?
Don't you think that suit would be sold as a whole piece?
You would think so, right?
Like he just doesn't have pants.
No.
I mean, thank God he's wearing other pants, but yes.
Yes.
Every decision he makes is what I would do to make people laugh. That's what throws me off.
Everything you're doing is wrong. I want you to know this.
What are you looking up? Macchio?
Yeah. I think it's a Guts character. There's something.
Is Guts the
I'm trying to think if there's like a... I don't know.
So it's almost not so much a Spidey video as it is help Homelander and I...
And Spider-Man is in the universe of...
No.
Okay. That also helps immensely. It's a mystery.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Are the lyrics in Italian different than what we have?
They're exactly the one. I mean,
the same thing, just in Italian.
Yes, but aside from the pronunciation that it makes them a little more complicated to understand in English. But yes, it's word for word is the translation of the Italian song.
I really like
if that is a song.
I really like when he does the Superman thing and takes off, but just stands there. Like he doesn't even. It would be fun. You would think he would even add like but he just.
That's the real brain scratcher of what is he.
And that's the point of the green screen. If you have the green screen and you do like this, you just slide it up to make him fly.
Yeah.
You would think, and instead, nope.
Like, you think if he's having someone else do it for him, I mean, maybe he just made a fake company as a joke.
Possible.
What he's doing, but if you think if someone else was doing it for him, you'd be like, okay, we're going to try to do these funny, bad green screen effects.
Yo, can you imagine if we got the shitty movie Avengers? You get Sorrentino, Breen, Wiseau, Wynn,
imagine the
Ferguson.
5 of them trying to direct together.
Yes.
Eat each other alive.
They discuss how do you turn on the camera.
This is all black because we couldn't get the lens cap off.
Spider-Man.
One of the things I found out, and the vast majority of people will not,
yes,
unless some bastards decide to put a freeze frame. When he is, the first time that he becomes Spider-Man, that he actually walks on the set and he sits down. Then there is a jump cut where he slides.
Is he actually sitting down?
Yes. There's a jump cut where he slides down, and
Why
then
is he sitting down in the sky?
before it changes the shot with the gut, for 2 frames there are 2 Spider-Mans on the same set. probably slid back or something on the timeline. But
I mean, maybe he is a glitch genius and he knows what he's doing. I mean, that is in the realm of possibilities.
Yes.
That is possible that he's like, okay, let me make this as inept as possible, confusing, just bad.
He got 3 guys to make
effects.
multiple episodes about him.
Yes.
MaJaMa. Preparo il mio vestito rosso con gli occhi neri, neri neri. Alle 7 mi metto il vestito.
I mean, he knows the internet culture.
Yes. Definitely he is a presence.
Possible, right?
Because he has at least one joke almost every day.
Well, to Matthew's point, I feel like it's genuinely difficult to be that incompetent.
Then again, you have something like this, and you have other films we've watched of him where you're like, okay, you don't know you don't know how to do this, or you don't know.
Because it takes an incredible talent to look this incompetent if you do it on purpose without exaggerating. Because it's too easy to do. Because if you say, okay,
intentionally bad, you mean?
Yes, if you do, I want to do something that is intentionally bad. You just it's almost irresistible to at a certain point winking at the audience. Say, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And instead, all of his movies are like that. I think that he is more Ed Wood Jr. than an Andy Kaufman, because I really think that he has the heart in the right place, and all of the other organs also, hopefully.
Yeah.
But he is somebody who sees himself on a monitor and says, that's good.
That's bad.
Yeah. No, but you say, let's do another take, or this doesn't. No. That's fine. I'm having fun in doing this.
Man camera, and it's fine.
Exactly.
I mean, because the stories and the themes and the genres he picks are all things that might seem like it might interest him enough to make a film about it.
Yeah, and definitely he is a very
human,
attentive to the pop culture, at least for Italy, because I've seen the jokes that he posts, and usually they are at least one every two is actually of either a topic, an actual topic, or a topical character who is in the news or is in the pop culture at the moment. You look at him and you don't think that he knows of those aspects of this modern thing. And instead, he seems that he's very active.
He seems cute enough to kind of make
I don't know. One thing that I ignore completely, because I mean, in some of his movies there is half of his family, or at least there are a bunch of other Sorrentinos, so I guess that can't be a coincidence.
Spawning!
Exactly.
Spider-Man.
So maybe
popping off the back like criminals.
Maybe he has a teenager son or daughter who keep him up to date with the characters of the moment, which is possible.
Or he's just interested in...
Or he's just interested in the media and in pop culture.
It just, you see him cut something together and it's just like, okay, that's obviously not something you should leave in.
Exactly.
Just like, oh, there's a knife in my stomach. That should not be there. I know I should pull that out, or I should get medical attention.
Ask
that help
somebody
this.
to do that. Yes.
It's just in that vein, it makes me completely flip the switch on the argument of maybe he knows what he's doing intentionally, or maybe he's trying to do actual serious films and trying to do little shorts where it's...
Because one of the things that you say, okay, he's not. There are some mistakes. There are some mistakes in general. what betrays that is the
feedback, Enzo. Well, there are...
No.
Oh, look at that! My wife's dying. I'm going to leave.
Is the soundtrack, because clearly all the sound is done after the edit, and so there are jump cuts, but the music is seamless. So it means that he sent the definitive editing of a movie to say, okay, now lay down the soundtrack on top of it, and so that is fine. So there is a conscious choice of saying, okay, there are jump cuts, there are cuts that don't make any sense, or special effects that go nowhere. That's my version, my rough cut.
Honestly, I think the weirdest thing to me out of all of it is the complete dropout of sound halfway through.
Yes.
Because it's just so. All the other stuff kind of adds to the chaotic element, but it just goes deathly silent.
What do you guys? POV, you're in Ohio. That's got to be a joke about
the boys in Ohio at all? Everything have to do with the boys in Ohio?
I guess I don't know.
You've only watched some.
Yeah. But my joke would be that it's a joke that there's no tall buildings like in Manhattan.
To your point,
probably
the POV videos are very popular on. Oh God, I sound so old. The POV videos are very popular on the social media. I've seen some of them. But they're very popular, like POV, you're doing this, POV, that's a very popular thing on social media. So you're right that he seems to be attuned in to what, maybe he's just another guy desperately trying to make internet content connect by what's trendy.
Possible.
But you're right, that's like, I wouldn't expect, he's probably like 60, like you said, right?
I guess so.
I would never expect my dad to know that POV, you're doing something, right? Or mom, for that matter, would never know the internet trend of POV. Here's a view of you doing something. So,
but if someone's, I mean, that's
no. But I'm just saying that Mateo's right that he seems to actually if it is what I'm thinking it is, you didn't even know what it was.
Shut up, man! Damn.
He knows what a PS4 is.
What's
PS4?
PS4?
What are they on now, by the way?
5.
Okay. I would be very surprised if that did not mean mid the way I'm talking about, which would be, again,
well, like
that's a huge piece, that's a huge piece of
even
the
if you
puzzle.
don't know what a slang, mid is understandable for what he's trying to say.
But it's a huge piece of the puzzle that he's literally saying, picture this,
these
you're
pieces
in a
are
shitty...
scattered all over the fucking floor. You're not finding all those.
Spider-Man.
So, favorite line?
No.
The song in English must be an amazing.
I like when the music drops out.
I like. Oh, basically. He didn't have to put the O, but he wanted to keep a conversation.
He didn't have to put basically either.
No, very true. And
then again,
fills the whole screen.
Yeah.
Also.
You realize a full-on mega million movie studio allowed somehow Palpatine returned. So you know.
Yes.
Like,
but that's more of a band-aid than like, oh, what? This is just.
I'm just saying.
Clunky garbage, and not to. I mean, well, I guess I can't say that at this point, but the main reason we shit on this guy so much is just because it's just infuriatingly inept.
Yes.
At least maybe not this. I mean, well, I don't know.
Okay. You know what? That's Enzo Spider-Man.
And you can find it on YouTube.
Please do.
And,
you tell us.
Yes.
You tell us for once. Thanks for sticking around for Sorrentino Scraps, guys. And we are actually going to have maybe another Sorrentino Scraps.
MaJaMa.
Spider-Enzo, Spider-Enzo, nothing rhymes with Spider-Enzo. So he climbs and he shoots, and his web just goes there. Hey, hey, here comes Spider-Enzo. Pay attention, now he spins, and he has a lightning thing, and he waves like a jerk. Now he walks down the street. Never mind.